So I'm not disputing the fact that somebody may doubt my citizenship. All that I'm saying is you can doubt it, but then you must have reasons which are germane to the Citizenship Act. This judgment of your lordships will actually decide the future of democracy in India. This is not some ordinary decision that your lordships are taking. The whole argument is we are Election Commission of India. Why would we do anything wrong? You must trust us ultimately. Somebody has to trust us. I'm not disputing that. But why was this exercise not done earlier? If I'm born a citizen of India, between the coming of the Republic as well as 1987, there's no issue. From 1987 to 2003, there is no issue as long as one of my parents is a citizen of India. Normally, if somebody says one of your parents is not a citizen, let's say that. Who is going to decide that? Can't be decided by the commission. Because the power to grant something includes the power to withdraw it. It's as simple as that, Mullah. But somebody can question it, which is why you come to Form 7. And Form 7 says, you can question my citizenship.
Then who decides, Mr. Silva?
That I'm telling your Lord, then he has to give proof.
No, that's another. That's the.
No, but it says without that he can't. Without he can't, he'll be prosecuted.
Form 7, someone questions my citizenship.
Yes.
In such situation, who decides? Central government or the ECI?
Central government, obviously, Mullah. It's the central government which can decide because my citizenship can't be taken away. That's why not disqualified.
The ERO in all probability.
I'm sorry?
The Section 7 dispute will be decided by ERO.
No. Well, I'm sorry, no. Let's read Form 7. Wait a minute. That's not correct. I may be wrong, but let's now see Form 7. See that, Mullah? It says objection. I am not an Indian citizen. Your Lordship sees that. Then he says item number 2, objection and application for deletion. And the onus of proof to substantiate the reason given for objection or removal of the name lies with the applicant.
Sir, you are absolutely right. These are the procedures and the owners. Who is to decide?
I'm just coming to that, Mullah. I'm just coming.
ERO.
1 second, Mullah. Just let me correct, Mullah. Now, that means, Mullah, if the ERO decides, let's assume my Lord is what my Lord is saying is right.
See Section 62 of the RPI.
Yes.
Two things.
Yes.
We have two threshold two clause. One, it's citizens of India, but all citizens of India are not eligible to vote.
Yes.
They must have their name entered in the electoral roll.
Correct.
Now, let us say someone has a name entered in the electoral roll, someone disputes the citizenship.
Right.
Matter goes to the ECI or a representative
Let's assume.
of the ECI
Yes.
who decides the issue
Correct.
to strike him off the roll.
Right.
In such a situation, the person aggrieved can take it under Section 9 before the Citizenship Act and say, get a declaration that I am a citizen. Thereby, he gets again back into the rule.
No. Let me.
We have understood, Mr. Dwivedi's.
Let me. That's why I was trying to respond to that, Mullah.
Yes, sir.
I was trying to respond.
Why we
I have to respond to that.
clarity, because
Now he says, Mullah, let me see, Mullah. I'll assume.
it's a fair idea.
I'll assume for the moment, Mullah, that the ERO can decide. So on that day, I lose my right as citizen
No, you lose your right to be in
the electoral roll. Right. Fine, Mullah. I lose my right to be in the electoral roll because, according to him, I am not a citizen.
Let's consider a situation. A passport has been issued, but
Yeah.
the passport is patently a forged document.
Yes.
An objection is made in
Correct.
Form 7.
Correct.
Goes to the ERO.
Yes.
ERO says, my God, this is not at all a passport. And as Mr. Hansaria says that
Correct.
there is possibility of forgery.
Right.
So it's a forged document.
Right.
We strike you off the road.
Right.
You have to go immediately to the central government.
Well-
Get a declaration. No, I am a citizen.
But that's-
and again, get yourself back.
Therefore, Mullah, prima facie, for my name to be included in the electoral roll, that's what my Lord is putting to me, the ERO has the right to decide that I am not a citizen of India. For the purposes of excluding,
from the roll.
I'm saying that, Mullah. I'm saying exactly what my Lord is. I'm saying,
Actually, we also had a confusion over this, which is why we put a question to Mr. Dwivedi that can such a vital right be taken away when citizenship, ultimate adjudication lies under the Citizenship Act with the central government. And there his answer was, since the constitutional power of preparation of law vests with the election commission, it would definitely have plenary power over the statutory right of determination of seats.
That's why I read 326, Malad. That's the why I read 326. It says not otherwise disqualified under the Constitution. And otherwise disqualified under the Constitution is under the Citizenship Act. Malad, just let me answer that question. Malad, what will the ERO ask me if I am born, Malad, if I am born between 1950 and 1987? If I'm on the electoral roll, ERO can't Malad question that. If I don't have a birth certificate, will he say, you don't have a birth certificate, you are prima facie, I'll remove you from the electoral roll?
That may be wrong.
I'm just saying, Malad.
Wrong.
Malad,
Because there are two aspects.
Yes.
One is the existence of a power, another is the exercise of the power.
yes, that's correct.
Now, the existence of the power may be there, but the exercise may be arbitrary,
No, therefore,
uninformed, or as
I'm coming to that only, Malad.
the Honorable Chief Justice indicated earlier, that it cannot be unbridled. There must be transparency and accountability of every power, howsoever high and
So
constitutional.
therefore, your lordships is assuming that one, there is existence of power because the election commission is preparing the electoral roll. And as long as the existence of power is there, he is prima facie, he can remove you from the roll and you have to go up and appeal. So Malaz, I'm trying to answer that question. How is that power according to me doesn't exist, Malaz? So number one, he will say that, look, I don't have a birth certificate, millions of people don't have. Prima facie, you are not a citizen of India and I'll remove you from it. So everybody has to go up and appeal. Malaz, that's number one. That's exercise of power. Secondly, Malaz, under the Constitution, if I am born between 1950, I am a citizen, Malaz. Between 1987 and 2003, Malaz, does the electoral ERO, will he ask me now you show proof of citizenship of your parents, one of your parents, before
At least in this SR, they are not.
I'm sorry?
In this SR, they are not asking you to do.
No, I'm just saying, Malaz,
They
I'm
are
saying,
that pre-2002, one of the parent in the electoral roll, you need not put in the documents.
yes.
I'm sorry, just on a factual point, this SR, they are asking for those after 2003 on the Bihar rolls, they are
Yes, they are
asking for the
asking.
parents,
This was clarified.
parents' documents. After
No,
2000
they are asking, Malaz.
That
After 2004.
After 2002,
They are asking,
electoral roll,
Malaz.
anyone's parent in that role, they are not going for.
They are, Malaz, with respect to
The
show.
only exceptions have been not Bihar, because we are looking at Bihar. Bihar, there was no question of logical discrepancy and
There, of course, of course.
that is different cases.
The only document they are asking is only to connect you with the electoral roll of your parents which you are relying upon. That
No, Malaz, there the problem is much worse, Malaz.
if you bring the electoral roll where suppose A and B are shown as husband and wife, and somebody say that they are my parents, so obviously necessary that much linking document will have to be produced that you are actually
To
their
prove
side.
parentage, Malaz, there is no issue on that. There is no issue on that. Malaz, the problem that arises is in the procedure that is being followed. Those have been very rare cases where somebody's citizenship will be questioned. Very, very rare. But here it's happening on a daily basis. Everybody, 1.82 crore people. Citizenship being questioned. On what is the basis for that? I mean, you may exercise your power and bond.
Well, in Bihar, after this lot of hue and cry of 65 lakhs, how many persons are found?
Malaz, how many illegal migrants were found in Bihar, Malaz, where all the exercise was done? Not one. How many illegal migrants?
So therefore, the initial apprehension ultimately may not prove to be correct.
No, Malaz, I'm sorry.
It is in a case, if the facts and figure were that lakhs and lakhs have been declared illegal,
The number of people that were added, Malaz, we still don't know.
no, added is,
We don't even have the data with us, Malaz, the number of people that were added. Point is, Malaz, first of all, Malaz, let's forget about this case. A process of this nature should have an application of mind giving reasons as to why this has become necessary today. Why is this necessary? Not for part of a constituency under 21(3), not for the whole of that constituency, but for the entire country. There must be some data, Malaj. After all, an election commission is a body under 324. It's a constitutional body. It should have enough data to demonstrate to the court, this is what we have found, this is our study, and therefore this has become necessary. Is there anything placed before your lordships on that? Nothing.
All right.
And that we need to exercise this power, not only to a part of a constituency, not only to a one constituency, but all of India.
And one of the reasons
Yes.
for the SR, the way we read it, is migration.
Yes.
Then it requires multiple constituency verification simultaneously.
Right. No, I agree with that. I agree with that. Well, we are not disputing.
You cannot deny the fact that there has been an outward migration continuously in
Absolutely.
many states, including Bihar.
To correction of the electoral roll is one thing, Marat, but deletion of names is quite another. You can have mass deletions in this fashion. Mass deletions.
So simple correction is inherently deletion and addition are essential part of correction. If 2003 is your basis and in 2025, are we not ready to recognize that many have died, many have migrated, many have left the country, many have shifted to other places?
But Malaj,
Are they bound to be deleted?
you're right.
Those who were born and those who were minor at that time in 2003 and have attained majority, they are bound to be included.
I agree,
So
Marat.
addition and deletion both are essential.
But that's
part of it.
updation already done. That what is this is an exercise that the election commission has done on a yearly basis. They must then tell your lordships, despite
That
the
we have
fact
understood. That argument is already there by you.
that updation is done year by year, so the 2025
Yes,
list
25 list.
has all that. Despite that, if they still need a wholesale special intensive revision, they must one place before your lordships the decision of the commission. No decision of the commission has been placed before your lordships. Then they must place before your lordships data that despite the fact that we have updated it year on year till 2025, this is not an exercise that their officials have done, which is not an exercise that's acceptable by us, even though it was done by us, and therefore we need it. Has anybody told your lordships that?
All right.
So the point I'm making is, Malaj, we're trying to do something, and then you are doing it in the midst of an election. Malaj, not that I'm attributing any malafide to anybody. We're doing it in the midst of the election process. And we are asking this court day after day, this has happened. Malaj, now, for example, it'll come again on Monday or Tuesday, whenever your takes are. They have given instructions, don't accept the Aadhaar card. They have given instructions in writing. Don't accept the Aadhaar card. They are getting, Malaj, Government of India, public sector company, CEOs to oversee all this. Unrelated to any rule. Now the question is, Malaj, if such an enormous exercise is to be done, it must be done fairly, transparently, and in time. Surely, Malaj, your election commission is expected to do that. So I'm not disputing the fact that somebody may doubt my citizenship. Malaj, it is not our case that every person on the electoral roll is a citizen of India and his citizenship cannot be doubted. No, it is not our case. All that I'm saying is you can doubt it, but then you must have reasons which are germane to the Citizenship Act. What are those reasons? You were not born. Normally, if I can't have my certificate, he can't throw me out like that. He can't delete my name. Number two, that one of my parents was not born. So I have to get my parents' certificate. Where will I get it from? I don't have my parents' certificate today. I don't even have mine. Luckily, I have a passport. So I have one of those 11 documents. Then three, that one of my parents is an illegal migrant. Who is going to prove that, Malaj? What is the kind of inquiry that is needed? I hope, Malaj, I'm trying to convey the enormity of the exercise. How can any ARO decide that unless ARO has some evidence for each elector that one of his parents was an illegal migrant? It's impossible. And yet you are deleting crores of names. And as I told your lordships at the beginning, this judgment of your lordships will actually decide the future of democracy in India. This is not some ordinary decision that your lordships are taking. These are not exercises that can be done overnight. These are not exercises that can be done few days before the election or 2 months before the election. And on an all-India basis. Exercise of executive power, administrative power must be based on reasons which are germane to that power. Not, the whole argument is we are Election Commission of India. Why would we do anything wrong? You must trust us ultimately. Somebody has to trust us. I'm not disputing that. But why was this exercise not done earlier? Much before the elections were to take place. Why, for example, the UP election is being done, with the exercise is being done today? But these are all very, very serious issues, Mullahs. So you may doubt it. You may doubt it, but that doubt must be based on the reason which is germane to the Citizenship Act. One of your parents is an illegal migrant. None of your parents were born in India. You were not born in India. These are the three. What other reason can they give? The reasons can't be outside the Citizenship Act.